Greetings all, Vanna here for the Earth Signs Weekend Message. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, oh, hello again, Mr. Spider. I saw you. So, the first card I want to bring up is actually your bottom of the deck, Temperance. This angel is currently trying to bring balance into your life. But actually, this representation here, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, is the indecisive energy that we have been in. I'm in myself in this reading. I am triple Earth. We are finally moving on from that because my stubborn Tauruses, I am Taurus sun and several planetary bodies, so I mean no offense when I say stubbornness, most love. It's coming from myself too. We are finally letting go, like the fall leaves that came out in your charms and all around me. You are finally letting go of what does not serve you. There are beautiful, beautiful birds keep fluttering around me. And birds have been such a powerful indicator and message recently. And even here, there's one in the card. Look at how it's about to fly. Look at how it's about to be released. And what do you think you need to release? Well, my love, I think it's time, if you haven't already, to start journaling. And journaling will look different for absolutely everyone. I am not one that does it every single day, so don't feel bad if you don't do it every single day. But you write when you need to. And it can become a very sacred act for yourself that you just release and write out whatever it is that is bothering you that day. Whatever it is you feel like you don't want to deal with. Even if it is just, Spirit, please take this frustration from my day from me. Write that out because that is a way you are channeling it out of your system. And therefore, it does not hold space in your auric field, blocking what Spirit is trying to bring in for you, which is the love that you have been working on. And 222 caught that on my timer. It is present and accounted for, and it is going to be so beautiful. It's making me think this holiday season is going to be a very different one for you. Maybe in the holiday seasons in the past, it has been very structured or controlling, and it's not really the celebration season that you want it to be, or that it's supposed to be, or that people's idea of celebration is so materialistic and shallow, you feel the energetic void that comes with it. And it makes me think that because of all the work that you have done this year, all of this incredible healing, that it will be very different. You made many decisions on your life here. The Sun in reverse and the Two of Swords came out together. And with the Sun in reverse, I want to say that you made a decision not to be naive, not to go with the easiest route, and that made things harder for you. And it may have made it to where it took longer for you to see the fruits of your labors, the crops coming to flower and to seed even. Like the things that you have already done have not only produced something that you can't see yet, but has gone to seed on new things. And what you do have is an incredible sense of connection. I feel like this is a lot of divine masculine and divine feminine healing internally. I do feel it is a call to community and you having friends, you having people that support you. I'm very much being reminded of my dear friend Shu in this as well. But what I truly am loving here is also this parallel between the lion's heads and the letting go, how they're on top of it. And up here, it is above them. And so there is no longer this curse duality is what I want to say. That doesn't really make sense when you just think about it because those aren't really phrases that people have said. But when I'm saying curse duality, I am saying like the way you saw your parents have a relationship, the way you saw like, this is your role as a woman, this is your role as a man. It so much felt like a prison of confinement. It felt like a prison of structured role conservation. And what I mean by that is, it's like Professor Umbridge's quote: progress for progress' sake must be prohibited. People not wanting to change things, people not wanting things to shift, because that will inherently shift the scales of power in their field, in their part of the game. And yeah, you're not for everyone. There have been people in your life that have tried so very hard, 555, to make you something that you are not, to put you into a role, anything to limit you, to make you feel like you're not strong enough, to make you feel like you're not brave enough, to just make you feel like you're not enough. And they did this because they were terrified of a life without you. Because as miserable as they were in your life, you were a constant, you were a beacon, you were a comfort, you were something that made it better for them. And yeah, like, you and your star families are not waiting for this anymore. As soon as you let this go, let this old role that you had to play go and let it fall, everything is coming in, because like they're tired of holding on to this beautiful blessing for you when you've been begging for the blessing, but like, you can't bring in the groceries and put them away when your table is still covered with the remnants of the fridge. Like, you have to clean up. You have to clean up, because like, there is so much changing. There is so much happening with the blue flame. Spontaneous awakening. And yes, you will go through an awakening at multiple times in your life, my love. It's not a one and done situation, because you are not at your most developed when you have an awakening. You have the realization that there is more to do. You have the realization that you have become a new version. But the more you grow, the more you expand your light, the more you will see what it is you have to work on. And that isn't to scare you. That is to remind you that you are more than the culmination of the experiences that have happened to you. You are more than the situationships and relationships that you have carried. And you are more than the labels and confinements that people have tried to put upon you. You understand, my love, you are limitless. Bottom of the deck of your pre-shuffles. And underneath that was Inner Power, another Lion card. You have so much power. And the clearing that you're doing right now, the cleansing, the release, these massive shifts, it's creating a void in your physical world. And that's what's making you scared right now, is this lull period between the person that you structured yourself to be, the person that you built yourself to be, and the person that you are actively becoming. It's like you're here. You have to keep building that momentum, but you're in that lowest, hardest point. I mean, inertia. An object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest until it is met by a force great enough to change it. You have to give your new life some energy right now, and not wallow in everything that you feel like you've just lost. Because if it is important enough in your life, it will come back around when you are more ready and in a more balanced place to handle it, to where it will not take precedence over everything else in your life. And I'm talking about distractions. I'm talking about escapisms. I'm talking about hobbies and things that you love to do, things that you enjoy, but maybe do not serve your greatest and highest good when you do them as often as you do them. I'm not saying you have to live a life of just structure and healing and pain, but that is the next phase for your greatest and highest good. is to go through this shadow.